like to wear the same outfit twice. But if you watch Michael Strahan and Sarah and Kiki, they're on at noon Eastern. I was on
noon Pacific too.
Noon Pacific.
And noon Pacific. Noon. They're on at noon.
And 9 Eastern.
Yeah, and they were doing a Three's Company thingy, and so after this you might want to watch that, but I will be in the same outfit. But I also wore pink because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they asked me, what did I do when I had breast cancer? And I said, I didn't do what they told me to do. I said, but that's kind of the renegade place that I've...
She never does what she's told to do. I can attest to that.
Yeah, but you know, mine comes from a place of knowledge and passion and education and then common sense. You know, there's not a lot of common sense anymore. Critical thinking. And at the time, I just thought, I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to eat as though my life depends upon it. I'm going to have thoughts that only generate happiness and gratitude. I have love in my life. I grow my own vegetables, and I decided there are 3 ways. Like when you have cancer, you ask yourself, how did I play host to this? You know, there are a myriad of reasons. There are a myriad of reasons. But I was very aware at the time, doing Three's Company, then 7 years of Step by Step. There's always a craft table at a sitcom. It's a big long table behind the set, and you nibble mindlessly, nervously, because you're about to go on, so you're standing there and there's a bowl of something that's got orange powder all over it. There's no orange powder in nature except for turmeric, and believe me, this was not turmeric. And so you just sit there and eat this crap that's all omega-6, you know, unhealthy oils, canola oil. Have you ever seen a canola plant? There's no canola plant. So, you know,
Well, they changed it. It's the rapeseed.
Rapeseed, right.
Rapeseed.
Right.
Who wants to be called rapeseed? Right.
That's some bad branding.
Very bad branding, right. So that's how Suzanne Organic started. Like, I thought, what are the pathways? We talk about this all the time. The pathways for cancer are through the skin, through the food we eat, and the air we breathe. So how do you handle the air you breathe? You use non-toxic, I think, Suzanne Organic's, you know, spot cleaner and all-purpose cleaner. There's no chemicals in it. The main ingredient is colloidal silver. It's so safe you could drink it. I don't recommend it. It's probably not the greatest tasting. And we just really thought about making a product line that is good for you, whether it be skincare, hair care, makeup, like we're doing today. That when you put these ingredients on, your brain, your body, your innate intelligence says, "Oh, thanks, I can use that. Oh, good. Oh, this has got you know, this kind of flour, or oh, this is olive base, or this is whatever." And you know, the process of assimilation and digestion is so interesting because the body has its own innate way of going, well, this will work well in that organ, and this will work well in that organ. Whoa, we don't want that near there. If you have chemicals in you, do you know what your brain does? It goes, whoa, we can't let that get into the precious organs and glands, so you know what I'll do? I could store it in the fat cells. You know, the more chemicals you take in, the more fat you take in. You gain weight through chemicals. That's what's crazy. So that's a long lead up to tell you to watch me on that show that they're starting with the Three's Company theme, which I like that on a lot of levels because here I am, how many years later? 40?
No,
30?
Probably longer.
Wow.
No, probably.
How old am I?
1977.
77, right.
Yeah, 42 years.
And it's still, the character's still iconic. I think it was last year they did a spoof on it on Saturday Night Live, and then recently Common. Are you impressed that I even know who Common is? Well, Common has a thing for Chrissy Somers. He told Jimmy Fallon.
Chrissy Somers.
Chrissy Somers. And then this show, they start with a Three's Company theme where they all dress up like the original credits to Three's Company. Those are the ones where she pours water on my back. I actually liked the second set of promos we did walking down the beach in the, as you said, sloppy shorts.
Yeah.
Chrissy in her sloppy shorts. Anyway, what a fun character, and I love that they keep bringing her back, and it's great. It's really great. So today, because I had to get up at 3, what time? We got up at 3:17?
3:20, I think.
Okay, and you got up at what time, Roger?
3:12.
3:12. We all got up really early this morning because they're on, Eastern time, so we've been here a while. And I had to put on my makeup at 3 o'clock, and I think it still looks nice. I did a very pale version on my face of what I did because of my pale clothes. So even at 3 in the morning, I was creating. And
We're going to-
I look at all these things, and this is what's on my face right now, some variation of all of this stuff. This is the Flawless Finish. This is the one I use, the darkest one. I think it's the most incredible makeup I've ever used. It sort of fills in the pores and it makes your skin look smoother, and it doesn't accentuate wrinkles. It just sort of absorbs, but everything that's in there is good for you. So your body goes, oh, okay, thanks. I don't recommend you sleeping in it, but I did Saturday night. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I slept in my makeup, but we'll get to that.
I just want to read to you the ingredients in here. Aloe juice, glycerin, castor seed oil, sesame seed oil,
Nature,
jojoba
nature.
seed oil,
Nature.
grape seed oil,
Nature.
blueberry seed oil,
Wow.
pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, kiwi seed oil, cranberry seed oil, strawberry seed oil, acai berry, goji berry. I don't even know where the makeup is.
Right.
It's mineral. The mineral is where
The
you get the
mineral.
color. Glycerin stearate, stearic acid, candanilla wax, cetyl alcohol, xanthan gum, tocopherol, thymus vulgaris, which is thyme extract, rosemary extract, sweet orange oil. And then the color comes from minerals.
The color is fantastic.
But it's in this fruit and vegetable base.
It's many years ago, I had this facialist when I first moved to Los Angeles that Carrie Clark, Dick Clark's wife, told me about, because Alan and Dick were partners at that time. And her name was Annie Steinbach, and she was from Poland. And she made all her own cosmetics from, avocados and peaches and strawberries. Problem is, when you bought them from her, they only lasted a few days because she had no preservative. We, in most of our products, our preservative is Japanese honeysuckle. So everything we put in this makeup line is good for you. Good for you. So let me tell you my little bad girl thing. I was in Vegas Saturday, baby, and
Before this drips down
Yep.
my hand, can I just
Yes.
do this
Look at
color
you.
sample? Okay. This is our lightest color. This is called Porcelain Light. And all of Suzanne's makeup really blends into the skin.
Yes.
But I want you to see the difference, because how else can you get perspective? The second color is called Sand.
it's a great color.
Yeah. I'm usually Sand.
You know what I like about the sand? It has yellow pigment in
Uh-huh.
it, and most of us have a lot of yellow in our skin.
This is Honey. Medium is Honey.
I actually can wear both of these.
Yes, same. I usually wear sand, but sometimes in the summer I will wear. And then this is the color that Suzanne wears.
Yep.
Which is our darkest color, and we know we need many more colors, guys, and I'm sorry that we don't have more. We have such a high minimum on these that we just don't have enough demand to fill the many other colors that so many women are, so I apologize for that.
So this is my television color, and generally when you see me, I figure this is television. I have this on. It just evens out all the spots. It's got great coverage without looking thick. As you get older, you get spots, and it's great to have something that covers it.
And this is, Suzanne is pale, but she likes a sun.
Yeah.
You would never know. She looks like a California suntan girl, and it's because of this dark bronze.
Yep.
So those are
And
the
I bring
colors.
it down on my neck, and if I'm on my shoulders, if I'm going to show my shoulders. I just love the idea that I have something on me that's going to be on there for hours that's actually good for me, like really good, You just heard all those ingredients. Those are all building blocks. Those are all things that minerals and nutrients can be extracted from those things, and the body can't operate without minerals and nutrients. So here's my bad girl thing. I went to Vegas on Saturday, and I was telling Roger and I and Alan have been on the road together for so many years. Like, God, did I love being back in Vegas and back on a stage that I said I'd performed on that stage probably 500, but Roger said more like 700 times. Imagine. So I walked out, and it's like my stage, and I was staying in my suite, and I was really happy there. And I was speaking to a couple thousand doctors for RadFest, and I had on a great dress, and when we get the video, I'll show you the dress. I love this yellow crystal dress. I love wearing it. And I love speaking to all these professionals because it wasn't my role that day to teach. My role was to encourage them to continue growing the way in this new arena, which gets a lot of pushback. People don't want, you know, too many people doing alternative things, and so that was very interesting. So after that, I went to a dinner party at Bill Falloon's suite, who's the editor of Life Extension magazine, and at 8:30 I was really tired, just really tired. I've had the sciatic pain. It takes a lot out of you. It's interesting, when I walked on stage, the adrenaline just shot through me, and I didn't feel any sciatic pain for the whole hour I was out there. And then when I got off stage, they had to put me in a golf cart to get me to the suite. So 8:30, I go back to my room, and I look in the mirror, and I said to Alan, I wish I didn't have to take off my makeup. And he said, don't. And I thought, yeah, we're in Vegas.
Right.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So you know what I did? I went to bed with full drag Suzanne Somers makeup, lipstick, mascara, and I didn't take my hormones. I never do that. I didn't take any vitamins. Did I brush my teeth? Maybe I brushed my teeth. I think I brushed my teeth.
No, I don't remember you brushing your teeth.
I bet you looked kind of hot in the morning. There's something about like a kind of a skanky night before.
It was a skanky look. I had the mascara down here.
Yeah.
I looked like, you know,
sexy.
Amy Winehouse.
No, but you didn't look any different than any other woman in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I noticed the plane, the airline we flew on is, it's a small, semi-private kind of airline, and when we left the day before, everybody's all buttoned up and they've got their nice clothes and everything. Yesterday morning, we were all flying back. Nobody had combed their hair.
Yeah.
Everybody slept in their makeup.
That's funny. I just want to jump in and let you guys know there is a big sale today, Makeup Monday. It's 30% off the entire cosmetics category, and the promo code is lead-free30 because there's no lead in Suzanne's products, and you can find it all at SuzanneSomers.com. So good day to jump in. Suzanne's going to do a bit of a tutorial on makeup, and I'll try to show you the colors as best I can. And if you guys have questions, let us know.
And the purpose of my telling you that whole thing was not to tell you about me, which was to tell you that when I decided to go to bed with my full makeup on, I thought, nothing I have on is bad for me. I mean, it's probably not good to go to bed with mascara on, but, you know, what the heck.
But this one doesn't have glue in it, so
doesn't
it's not,
have glue.
you know, your eyes
That's probably
are
why
shut
it was
together.
all over the place down here. So anyway, we could start with the flawless finish, but I can't wait to, can we jump to lipstick? I have a story about it.
Sure.
Okay, a friend of mine, her mother, who's about my age, fell. The whole thing with going forward with aging is don't fall. Alan learned that. Alan didn't fall. Alan jumped off a 6-foot wall, showing off for me. Other than that, he never would have fallen. He's very careful and sure-footed. But anyway, she fell and she fractured her pelvis and broke a bunch of ribs and
She broke 5 bones.
Yeah. And I don't like to tell people anything. I don't like to use the word should or. So I said to my friend, if it were me and it were my mother who had broken her bones, I would start chelation right away, because a lifetime of lead accumulation ends up in your bones. So they say don't fall when you get older because the repair is very difficult. And most people who aren't on hormones, repairing bones is near to impossible. But the other thing that happens, a bone breaks, and all the lead accumulation from your lifetime whooshes out into the bloodstream and makes its way towards fatty organs and glands. And as I always say, the brain is the fattiest organ. So when the lead gets into the brain, along with other toxins, the brain has to make room for it. So the hypothalamus and the pituitary literally kind of shrink to make more room for it. The more lead and toxins that you take in, the more it has to shrink. I'm no scientist or anything, but just critical thinking. I'm thinking it's probably why you start losing thoughts. You probably start forgetting things. Kind of makes sense to me. Brain is shrinking, hiding in the corner. So here are the lipsticks. I have this one on today.
This is Honey Glow.
Looks so pretty. And the other one I have underneath mine is the
Caramelized peach.
Caramelized peach, yeah.
This is caramelized peach.
So that gives you the depth, and then I put the Honey Glow over it, which I really like. I do like violet. If I could only do like violet.
This is Berry Pop, which is deeper.
And don't you love the peace of mind? No lead.
No lead.
You know,
This is Coral Crush.
think of all the lead we've taken in, ladies, over our lifetimes, just with lipstick. And then if you live in an old house with lead pipes and what leaches into your water, and
This is called Antique Rose. It's like a
that
really
looks
nice
great on
nude.
you. That looks great on you with your olive skin. And here's our darkest one, garnet.
This is Garnet.
And with garnet, it's got an intense color. You can also play, garnet with this over it. Honey Glow is a good one for making up your own colors.
So none of these have lead. I'm going to read you what's in this. Shea butter, castor seed oil, candanilla, sesame seed oil, cacao, cacao seed butter, which is cocoa butter, avocado butter, sunflower seed oil. I mean, it's a beautiful base. So they're moist and they're slippery. They're not, they're sheer. They're not super opaque.
That's why I say get the garnet, because that's got the most pigment to me of all of them. And then one of these to make the color that you want to make. I like making colors anyway. There's never in my whole life been a color that's just the perfect color for me. I've always done 2 or 3 shades because that's the way I am.
I was surprised. Antique Rose is one of our top sellers.
Yeah.
I thought Berry Pop and Honey Glow.
It looks good on you. It's almost completely nude on you, but that looks good on you.
When you want the nude look, they're all pretty neutral. All of Suzanne's colors are neutral. So this is like sort of more that nude, almost dead look, which can be cool.
By the way, with this talk about lead and toxins and everything, I just finished the final edit on the PDF, when you write a book. You finish a book and you think you're finished, you're not finished. There's just so many steps along the way. Last night I turned it in at 11 o'clock, so I had to reread the entire book. I am so impressed with the list of comprehensive blood testing in the back and what Life Extension is going to offer to my readers when the book comes out in January in terms of getting a real fix on what is your toxic burden, what's your lead content, where are your mineral and nutritional deficiencies, where are your hormonal deficiencies. It's going to help you so much. This book, I'm really impressed with my book.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Since the blush colors match the lipstick colors,
Yes.
we should probably go over those. What do you have on today? Are you caramelized peach? You look a little
I have caramelized peach
earthy.
today.
So you can see this is caramelized peach here.
Right.
It's a little earthy.
I love
You
caramelized
want to
peach.
put some on?
You put it on, because I always put on too much.
Again, these are very neutral, so they match a lot of different skin tones. That's pretty. Nice. I usually go Berry Pop.
I like berry pop.
I didn't put any.
I like them all.
I'll do this
whatever
without.
mood I'm in.
So What is your recipe for blush? I was always taught you start on the apple of the cheek and then you go to the ear.
I know.
Do you have a method?
I do that too, and I tend to stay on the apple because I just love big pink cheeks.
That's where Chrissy Snow originated.
Right. She had big pink cheeks and black eyes.
The other thing we have in the blush world.
I love that.
This, you guys know the multi-stick. I love this multi-stick.
Put some on my cheeks.
Sure. More like, I'm going to put it a little higher on her, like a highlighter. So this can be used for cheeks, lips, or eyes. And the color is called Sunrise.
Fall asleep, Roger.
Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty.
Keep doing it.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Look.
Yes, it gives a glow, a healthy glow.
See that?
I like that a lot. That's also great when you're wearing no makeup. Just put a little slide of that across your cheeks. Sometimes I see
It's like,
Jennifer
the
Lopez.
like when you're naturally blushing. That would be.
Yeah. Sometimes I see Jennifer Lopez and she's got that shine on her cheeks.
She always looks like she didn't really try.
Right,
But
right.
she's really good at that natural makeup look.
Man, is she beautiful.
Yeah, she sure is.
Yeah. They're so beautiful together, she and A-Rod.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, you don't know who to look at first.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the amazing concealer?
Okay, this I can't live without.
Two colors. This
Yeah.
is the light medium, and this is the medium dark.
Okay, you got spots, you want to highlight, and I use both of these all the time. So this is the one, I don't know what it'll look like now with the healthy glow on, but I highlight my face with this. I get rid of colors, you know, like spots and things like that with this. I use it in places where I want the light to hit it and enhance it. I can tell I've had my makeup on since 3 in the morning, Roger. And now I'm putting makeup over makeup. It's a little skanky, but whatever. Okay, see how that opens up my face when I do that? So you can do that. The light for me is good for that. The dark one is good if you get little sunspots here and you use it to, you know, spot reduce right there. This, I'm just saying, if it were me and I were you, I'd just get both of these. You're going to love this. You can use it as a highlighter on your eye. You can use this all over your whole eyelid and powder it and then put your makeup over it so your makeup will go on better. This is, I love this. I have both of these with me at all times, Okay, so there's that. And then, this powder is so wonderful. Sorry, I knocked over Caroline's beautiful. Don't tell her. She's not here right now. I dropped them. There I go. The bowl in the china shop.
Oh, she's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell Caroline I've wrecked her display. Yeah, coming from this angle.
I was cleaning my arm.
But I wanted the this color back there. That's the color
The powder?
yeah.
These are the two powders.
Right.
The light medium and the medium dark.
You know what's great about these? There's no glue in them. Can you
No
believe?
petroleum in them.
And no petroleum in them. Think of all the powders we've been using, the lead in the lipstick, the gasoline and glue in the powder. This is made from bamboo powder. If you drop it, because it doesn't have glue, it'll fall apart. But what do you know the little recipe they put?
Oh, you can just put a little dropper of rubbing alcohol and it'll pull right back together.
It pulls together. So if you drop it, and a peace of mind thing again, to be putting on bamboo powder.
Yeah.
And not glue.
We kind of did this backwards, but
I know, I just did it too.
who cares? I'm going to put some.
I suggested
Under
to
eye
them that
concealer
they
on
buy
'cause
both colors.
I live in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I also put this like here on my
Yeah,
eye because that part is a little
yeah, I was
dark,
telling
too.
them about that to like use it as a primer for the
Yeah,
eye,
yeah,
and then put the powder over it, and then your makeup will go on real easy.
Okay.
Just like when we were little girls.
I
playing
know.
with
I
makeup.
kind of forgot we're doing a show. I'm just kind of playing.
Right. I'm not drinking tequila. This is water. It's just that I love my glass.
So the medium dark just is a little warmer. So it just depends if you
Yeah.
want like a very translucent look
And it doesn't change the color of your makeup. Not really, you know.
It's all, you know, all of this is a very no makeup look,
Right.
which I love.
Right. But because, you know, from my being on television, I can make it into a
You
makeup.
can get coverage too.
I can get makeup look. And,
Oh, and then we also have this powder. This is
the
the
loose powder and this cute little brush.
Because sometimes you just want a little translucent loose powder. So this is honey, and it's just a, you know, a really nice sheer light coverage.
Right. And
Tapioca and bamboo powder.
And then there's the no glue mascara.
Oh, well, I
How
was
about
waiting
that?
to put my mascara on.
Yeah. No glue in our mascara. No glue.
You didn't know normal mascara had glue in it.
Yeah, who knew? Who knew? We're putting glue on our face all day. It's
Yeah.
literally spackle.
But it's, you know, it goes on very silky. You don't get, I mean, you don't get the kind of build that you get with mascaras that have glue, but you get, it darkens the lashes and it gives you like a very silky.
It's very natural looking.
Yeah.
You're looking very pretty, Caroline.
Oh, thank you. I'm working on it. So it does build. I'll show you the eye with and the eye without.
Yep. Now we're just playing with makeup.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep.
I know a lot of you have
This is
asked
where
about.
this is where Vinny goes.
A lot of you have asked
Hang in,
about
Vinny.
liners. We don't have any liners right now because we weren't happy enough.
No,
with
we
them.
weren't.
So we're working
We
on.
couldn't get the pigment,
Well, and they were breaking.
and there you want liner to be dark and stay on. So
Okay,
I
so
look forward
at the
to making
difference
that.
between my eyes. You can see I was able to really build this side out. And you really have to sort of, you know, when you do your mascara, you want to start right in there. I believe in the slow.
Yeah, you got to take a little time with your mascara. Whenever I've had
See?
oh, you look beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, I'll do this eye.
Whenever I've had my makeup professionally done in the early years, I always had it done. They would spend a lot of time on mascara. That it's the difference between an eye that looks good or great is how much time you spend putting on your mascara. So
Yeah, and I could kind of never let anyone do my mascara. There's something about
icky.
the way you can feel
Yeah.
it underneath
Yeah.
and pull
And
it
also,
out. Like under
it's hard
here,
to
and then you like
hard to
pull
have
it up
somebody
and out.
bring something close to your eye.
I'm trying not to do that really weird face that we all make when we put on our mascara by ourselves.
That pirate look.
I'm consciously trying to keep my mouth.
From doing it.
Yes,
You're doing very
exactly.
well.
Thank you.
You don't have that look on your face.
Okay, that's my mascara.
Okay,
What
what
did we
else can we
miss?
put on?
Oh, bronze shimmer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where's the? Oh,
Right
we
here.
go.
Right here. Here.
Now this is, I use this for contour. Mm-hmm. So instead of putting it on top of the cheek, which is where the blush
under.
goes, it goes under the cheekbone right here. Because then you get a little shadowing there.
Very pretty.
And then you can also make a 3. You start up here, 3, and then down the jawline. Things my Zanny teaches me.
Well, I learned from Bjorn. I had this makeup artist who, if you watch Three's Company, in the first year, the character didn't have as polished a look. And then I met this makeup artist named Bjorn. And I was already doing the ponytail thing. And Bjorn was always stoned. And he says to me one day, baby, yeah, Bjorn, he said, I think Chrissy Snow should have big pink cheeks, black eyes, and white hair. And I went, do it. So we made my hair Snow White, Chrissy Snow, Snow White. We started doing my eye makeup really dark, and then the big pink cheeks and the big pink lips, and man, did that character come into its own.
She did.
She just came into her. Whenever I do a show and they're going to show a clip, I always think, please don't show from the first year. From the second year on, when it starts, actually, preferably, it really locked in the third year. And they asked me on the show that's playing at noon, but I don't know if they're using it, what Chrissy Snow clips I liked, and I said the pie eating contest. I love the pie eating contest, and I love the hospital handcuffs. Yeah, I love that, and the hospital show where she had a wart, but John and Joyce were listening through the hospital door, and they thought that I had a tumor and was going to die. So the whole conversation was double entendre because I'm going.
Every show.
I'm okay.
And I got the job.
Yeah.
That one too.
That's
So
right.
this is what Suzanne always teaches us, is to use this honey glow in the middle of the lower lip.
Yeah. That makes that like more voluptuous lower lip.
There you go. So we have a sale on all the makeup today, even with the domino display. It is 30% off everything in the category, and the promo code is leadfree30, and you can get it all at SuzanneSomers.com. And you know, some people will buy 2 foundations and they'll blend them depending on what their skin tone looks like.
Yeah.
The blushes and the lipsticks, like we said, are super neutral, so we really find it matches a variety of skin tones. And what you'll like about that foundation is that it really blends with your own skin color.
Yeah.
And so people, it matches more colors than you would think. You wouldn't think Suzanne would be the darkest color, but that also, you know, goes to people who have deeper complexions. Okay, everyone loves this pink outfit. I'm just getting so many comments on the pink.
What pink outfit?
This,
Oh.
to see who makes it. Oh, it's her friend Norma Kamali, guys.
Yep.
Norma Kamali is the designer.
Want to see it?
Yeah.
It's sort of a good girl, bad girl. But
That's so
she also
great.
makes velvet leggings that you can wear under this, which I happen to have. But today I decided to show off my legs. But imagine this with velvet leggings. Pretty cute, isn't it?
So cute.
I
Look
know.
at those shoes.
And then the shoes. And then the shoes.
Wow.
And this is a you don't have to hold your stomach in dress.
Thursday.
Shall I wander through this wonderland alone? I love Sarah Vaughan. Do you like
So-
Sarah Vaughan? I love
I love
Sarah
Sarah
Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan, Nancy Wilson. I love Nancy Wilson. It's too bad Diane Carroll died. I didn't know her well, but she and her husband Vic Damone came over to our house for dinner in Palm Springs one evening, and we enjoyed them. But she was out on the road when I was out on the road. She was a hard worker, and then she made such great strides for women of color on Dynasty, and how beautiful. She knew how to dress like nobody. Man, did she know how to pull off an evening gown. There's some women who just know how to wear them, and she's one of them. All those girls, Joan Collins and Linda Evans and Diane Carroll, man, that was an incredible era. And their designer was a guy by the name of Nolan Miller, who did a few gowns for me for different specials and things. And he had the most fun dressing these women. I mean, is there ever going to be a job like that again?
Yeah.
All those guys of that era was Nolan Miller, and then it was Bob Mackie did, and Ray Aguillon did Cher.
And Rhett.
And then Rhett did Cher also, but Rhett also did all my clothes for many years until I started working with Leslie Hamill. And it was so fun to, I think of some of the costumes that Rhett Turner made for me that were just, even my chicken suit. I loved my chicken suit. It was perfect. It went over I could stick my gown underneath it and put on the high top tennis shoes and the chicken hat and the chicken suit, and then in a nanosecond come out the other side of the wing in an evening gown. So they knew how to do those strip away kind of clothes, which were really great. It's its own talent.
Well,
So
it's
anyway.
so interesting because so much of the high fashion now is streetwear. It's not gowns anymore. It's just not.
No.
It's not the fashion.
No, since my fire and all my gowns, other than burned, other than the gowns from my act, I own that green velvet one. I don't buy gowns anymore because we're not wearing them. And I'm into short skirts these days because why not? Why not?
And California is not very dressy.
No.
You know, we're just not.
No.
It's kind of.
But I love it.
Like the coolest people, it's how much can you spend to look as casual as possible.
Yeah, I know. I know. But man, did I have fun walking out on stage the other night in my yellow crystal dress. Because I had this sciatic.
So cute.
And as soon as I was introduced, that adrenaline shot through me. I never felt my sciatic pain for the entire hour. And then as soon as I walked off stage, it was like, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
But you know what's good for sciatic? A tequila. Yeah.
It's good for everything.
And I thought, that's better than taking, pain medication. I'm off all pain medication, so that's good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a pill
happy
taker.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions about the makeup? I know sometimes it's hard to buy makeup without testing your own samples. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to show you colors. Just let me know. And again, everything is 30% off. Lead-free 30 is the promo code. So all the makeup at SuzanneSomers.com. Check it out.
And as I said throughout the show today, think of the concept of makeup that's good for you. It's good for you. It drops into your bloodstream and your body thanks you, going, oh, I can use that. She read off the ingredients that are in the lipstick and in the flawless finish makeup.
It sounds like a smoothie.
Yeah, it does. It does. We're going, where's the makeup? But it's in the minerals. So,
and tell them what your colors, what do you use as color agents for these lipsticks and blushes?
Cranberries, oranges, pomegranates, from nature. The way probably lipstick originated. They got, some beeswax, and then they squeezed some pomegranate juice in it and some strawberry juice. I mean, that's how lipstick had to be to begin. And that's what we do here. And don't you love that concept too? No lead and all fruits from nature.
I'm going to show you for those of you who came in late, I'm going to show you the foundation colors again.
You take one for the team, Caroline.
I do. This is called Porcelain Lights.
Sometimes the bottles are annoying.
Yeah, it's an airless pump.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep tapping it on the bottom and hitting it. What's happening is I'm priming it right now is it's getting rid of the air pocket.
Yeah.
This is called Sand. This is Honey. And again, a lot of people will order 2 shades and then blend them depending on how their skin is looking at that time, because sometimes we get a little more color in the winter.
Or you want to change your color, like me. I
Yeah.
like to look like the golden suntan California girl.
This is the dark bronze.
That's what I wear. I wear the darkest color, and I'm probably the lightest color. She wears.
I wear the
She
sand.
matches her skin, which is the sand.
That's the lightest one.
Beautiful.
Honey. I mean porcelain. Second one here is sand. This is honey.
Beautiful.
And this is the dark bronze.
And I can wear any of these 3 colors. I probably could wear that if I wanted to go really, really pale. I'll try that one day. I haven't really tried it.
I think you did. I think it was too light for you.
Too light for me, yeah.
Well, because it's not your look.
Yes, maybe what you're not used to, yeah.
It's not your look.
Yeah.
The foundation is...
Look how pretty she looks with all the makeup on.
The foundation is our #1 seller at SuzanneSomers.com.
Yeah. Once you
That
try
means
it,
if
you
you're
will love it.
Yeah, that means people order it and come back and reorder and reorder.
Yep.
So if you want to know what products are really great, you can see what people are ordering and ordering.
I'll tell you how I feel about it. When I am running low on it here at the house, I call the office. I own the product, so I can do this, and I go, send over 10. I like seeing 10 lined up there, then I know I'm not going to run out. Because when I travel, I always throw a couple in, and I feel better when I have a nice stash, like having a stash.
That literally wipes away really easily.
And what's it today? 30% off. That's pretty great.
30% off, yeah.
Here's the promo code. I'm going to do Caroline's job. now.
Lead-free 30.
Yeah.
And again, here's the ingredient list for the foundation. Aloe leaf, glycerin, castor seed oil, sesame seed oil, jojoba seed oil, grape seed oil, blueberry seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, kiwi seed oil, cranberry seed oil, strawberry seed oil, acai berry, goji berry, glycerin stearate, stearate acid, candanella, cetyl alcohol, xanthan gum, tocopherol, thyme extract, tea tree extract, which is so good for your skin,
So good for your
rosemary
skin, so
extract,
healing.
sweet orange, and the color is from minerals. So it's like it's like a smoothie for your
Yeah,
skin.
absolutely.
It's really
Good for
unbelievable.
you. And don't forget about the Perfect Finish Concealer. This is the light medium and this is the dark. If it were me and I were you, I would buy both colors because you can use both colors for different things. Great for highlighting, great for priming your eyes, great for getting rid of flaws on your face, you know, spots, sunspots and things like this. I actually can't live without this.
Yeah,
If I don't put on my
Robin-
makeup, I always put this on.
Robin said with the foundation, that's what happened to me. I tried it and I fell in love. And so
Yeah.
now she orders it over and over and over again. So that's how you know people are
Yeah.
having such a good experience.
Yeah.
You're not putting toxins on your skin.
Such a great concept.
And it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's sheer, but it gives you enough coverage. And because a lot of times you say to me, well, you don't wear makeup. And I am wearing makeup.
Really?
I'm just wearing
Really?
your makeup. And it's
Really?
a very makeup-less look.
You know, not to inject anything dark into this, but because I had to reread my whole book last night, you know, and it's 400 something pages. So I was like, and I really was enjoying it because I kept learning again. Like there's so much information there. But I came across this stat that every time I come across it, there's a Danish researcher, Niels Skakebaker, and the sperm count in Denmark, there are only 20% of Danish men do not have sperm strong enough to reproduce from the environment. The sperm count of men in the United States is down, according to research, by 45%. This is due
Wow.
to toxicity. Do the math. We're dabbling in humanity. End of humanity. We'll catch it before we reach the, you know, where it's going to fall off the cliff. But that's how serious it is to take every chemical seriously. And that was the great gift for me when I had cancer, when I decided I was going to do it my way. I was going to cut out every chemical in my life that I could possibly control. To learn that and to pass that on to you, I think that, you know, I took the hit for the team so we could all learn this, that it matters. It, honest to God, matters.
Well, and you know, all of the anti-aging doctors will say we all have cancer cells.
Right.
So what are you doing to make sure those cancer cells don't express themselves?
Exactly.
And so, you know,
Don't
I have
feed
such
it.
a long history of cancer in my family that for many, many, many years I've been trying to do something proactive.
Right.
And getting rid of toxins in cosmetics is something that makes me feel better about what I'm trying to do to keep my immune system strong and keep those. And we can't say the makeup prevents cancer. It doesn't.
No, but
you're just talking about your toxic burden, which is
your toxic burden, which everybody's got a toxic burden now, and what we're trying to do is get it as low as possible. That's why I said to my girlfriend whose mother fell, if she goes to an anti-aging doctor, which you can find at Forever Health, the one nearest you, foreverhealth.com, free service, you can get IV chelation. What is that? That essentially is cleaning your blood. You can also, in the IV chelation, get glutathione. That's the body's master antioxidant. Start detoxing.
Yeah, well,
detoxing.
our friend Christine, who was one of your models at HSN, said she had to get chelated for lead from all the makeup that she used in her work.
Think of that.
Yeah.
And see, the thing about makeup and why I'm you know, carrying on about this makeup, because the first thing in makeup, what we women want is makeup that makes us look good. Otherwise, why are you wearing makeup? And then to be cognizant of how many hours in the day, your entire life, you wear makeup, where you are taking in negative ingredients, chemicals. And here, this makeup, you are putting good stuff into your body that you
Right.
can extract and go, I'm going to use this over here, and I'm going to use that over there, and this over here.
That's what Stacy had just said. She said the makeup isn't heavy and it doesn't creep into the cracks.
She's right. I was
It's
trying to
amazing.
explain that earlier.
Yeah.
You're right, Stacy. Exactly. Exactly. The makeup almost like fills the pores and makes you look smoother.
I'm just gonna rub this in so you can see a little better. Like this is enough for like your whole face.
Right.
Because you don't
What
you
color
don't
is
have to
that?
use that much. This is sand.
That's your color.
Yeah.
That's exactly your color. You're
It is.
sand.
Well,
You're a sand girl.
there were 3 colors before, and I kept having to blend the light with the medium because they were
That's
both.
exactly your color.
They were both not. One was a little too dark, and one was a little too light. So, I made sand.
It's beautiful.
so that I would have one.
Beautiful. Well, you know,
And also
there are perks with being president of the company.
we got a lot of people who were saying, the same thing. That
Right.
middle color
Look
was
how beautiful
the
that
closest.
is.
So you can see
Look at
there,
that.
like that gives me some coverage.
You would never go, wow, she has makeup on her arm.
Yeah.
Ever. Ever.
But you can see it's just enough coverage.
Yeah, beautiful.
And it blends really beautifully.
Beautiful.
And it looks a lot better than that arm.
Well, your skin is so beautiful. Not
you.
so, but it does look better.
It looks better.
Yeah, it looks
It's
better.
great. And everything
Right.
just looks so good next to your dress
I
today.
know. Everything.
Man,
I know.
you know how to dress.
I do. For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up so that we can go watch Strahan, Sarah, and
Oh,
Kiki.
right. Oh, right.
Because
Go
that's
watch-
going to be on if you haven't seen it on the West Coast. So if you want to jump in at SuzanneSomers.com, all of the Suzanne Organics cosmetics are 30% off. The promo code is lead-free30. And we hope you can experience all this great makeup.
Yeah,
At a big
I do
discount.
too. And I'm happy to pass on this message. I think we need little reminders. It's so important. Just keep your life as clean as possible because there's a lot of forces working against us, but you can win. Bye, everybody.